videos. I'm going to look at the good old nemesis of all nemesis is the works cited page, which we all love to put together. And it's important for a number of reasons. But let's start jamming on that thing. So if you go to, well, the works cited page, I want you to create a works cited page for the research paper. If you go to our writing resources page, no, not that. We're going to get to that pretty well. In-text citations and works cited page. So here's a sample works cited page, MLA citation handout format. So this is the works cited page. Scholarly, so examples. You have the author's name, and I'm going to walk you through this for a couple of different sources. This is from a scholarly article. You have the author's last name, first name, the title of the article. This is the whole title, where it comes from, Canadian Psychology, the volume number, the pages, and the database. You notice you want to indent the second and subsequent lines, and I'll show you how to do that. So, and here's some more examples down here. And here's more examples. Page on a website with an individual author. You have the author, title, page. Without an author, you have the title of the article, where it comes from, and a bunch of different examples. So that's up there to look at real quickly. Here is a works cited video.
MLA style, list of works cited.
So
a vidcast lecture brought to you by Derek Sherman.
This walks you through how to set up your whole works cited page, this video. Again, it's 12 minutes. We're not going to watch this. I would really recommend you watching this. So it kind of talks about various different
if you are
to upload
number
right
and
here, right?
An issue number.
That's detailed examples of that. Works cited. So more elements to look at. What you do, format, and this is helpful. It walks you through the whole format here, right? And why. Double space the whole thing. Works cited at the top, and examples, right? This is how you do it and why you do it. All that stuff. The website. You see, the website doesn't have an author. The Purdue Owl. Video, article in an online book, single author, book, two authors, book with multiple authors, website, all that stuff. Again, please review this. I want to walk you through. Well, let's pull up the good old Word page, and I'll show you. Well, before I do that, if you go to writing resources, this is what I always go to. Back down to the Purdue Owl, and if you notice on our side there, works cited page, basic format, and then it has for books, electronic sources, which is what most of you will use. So I'm just going to click on, well, here's basic format, and here are the rules, right? What you should do. I'm going to click on the electronic sources because that's where I'm assuming most everybody is getting this stuff from. So here's what you do. This is what you follow, right? And I'm going to show you this. So here's what you follow. I'm going to pull up my Word doc in the house. And you see, this is the Word doc we were just looking at. So what you'll do, Scotty Brunel, to format your work, it's a separate page. It's not the end of your paper. It's a completely separate page. Works cited. All right, that's what the title is going to be. Center this. And Times New Roman font size 12. Don't underline it. Don't bold it. Don't put it in like 16 font. Works cited. That's it, right? And then your paper is going to be double spaced. I'm going to show you a couple things here, right? Okay, so let's use that Jay-Z article we've been using. So we have Jason Green. We have the author. So we know the author. So let's put the author's name in. put the last name first, Jason, period, right? And then you'll put the title of the article in quotation marks. And that's basically, it says Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt. So Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt. You put titles of albums, TV shows, movies, books in italics. All right. Period, end quotation marks. Where does this come from? Pitchfork, right? If you notice how I'm putting this in order, you see what I'm author, name, article, name, title, right? Title of the thing, they call it the container in the biz. So title of the overall, this is from Pitchfork. So you would put Pitchfork, period, and you put that in italics as well. Now what's next? See, I got to look at this. I don't use basic Google online sources that much. I use scholarly articles and books, good old-fashioned books. So what's next? Any version or numbers like editions or dates, posting dates. Posting dates. So let's look at this. What's the date up here? May 14th, 2017, right? That's a sample here. So you would put it in this style. So 14 May 2017, period. All right. What's next? So that's the dates. Posting date. That's when it was posted. Publisher information. So that would be mostly in books like Random House, Cannot, where it's published. Page numbers. There's no page numbers. URL. So here's what you would do. You would copy the URL. Put that there, right? And then date of access. So what's today's date? Are we on the 8th? April 2021. All right, get rid of that comma there. And then a period. And then that's it. That's your works cited for an online source. You have the author, the title of the article, where it came from, the date it was posted, the URL, and the date you accessed it. There you go. And works cited goes in alphabetical order, so by last name. You want to indent the second and subsequent lines. And there's a few problems, not problems, but I'm going to show you how to do this. So you go down to this. I clicked on the URL. That's what it's there for. So no. Sorry. Sometimes when you go to indent this thing, it indents the whole oh, see, it indented it. There you go. So you indent the URL there. Sometimes, I'm going to show you this though, all right? Sometimes when you go to indent, there's an example. This will be more helpful. There's a couple different ways, and I'm going to show you a video I uploaded as well. You might have your works cited that goes on. Oh, it's already indenting there, so yeah. But you might try to indent it, and it won't let you indent, right? So you would do a hanging indent on this page, and you would do that. I'll show you using this. Let's let me do it. Anyway, you would do a hanging indent, and there's a video I've uploaded for the hanging indent for the works cited page. And that would be under in-text citations and works cited. So if you watch this hanging indent video,
Adding a hanging indent to a references page in Word. A tutorial in 1 minute.
that walks you through how to indent your works cited page. Here's another video on hanging indents. So I'll show you this.
Okay, we're going to talk about how to set up your citation, MLA citation with a hanging indent. So if you copy and paste a citation from some type of a citation creating service, often they come in looking like this. And you'll know from looking at other MLA citations, it should be double spaced, and the second and third line should be indented over. So the best way to do that, both of those things, I think, is to highlight here, go up to paragraph, this little arrow, right by paragraph. This is how I do it. You might have another way of doing it. I go to paragraph, click this little arrow, special, we're going to set it to hanging, and you get a little preview down there. You can see that it did that. And line spacing, you're going to set to double. That's all there is to it.
So that's hanging indent as well. One thing please, I don't want you to do this, whereas I've seen this before, where a lot of people will just upload the URL. Please don't just copy and paste the URL, right? That's not the correct way to do it. Follow the author, title article, title of where it comes from, date it was posted, URL, then date of when you accessed it, and that's all you do. So, I've had students ask me as well, like, why do we do MLA works cited? Why is it important? What's it for? 'Cause it can be tedious. I don't think it's tedious. I've been doing it for so long that it's not tedious to me. It's this whole thing about following format, right? Like, if your paper is not formatted correctly, people are going to think you're a buffoon or you just slop the work together. It could be the best paper, most well-written, eloquent paper, but if it's sloppy, like if everything's all whacked out, nobody's going to give you, pay you much attention, give you credit or whatever, And think about this for jobs too. Think of any of you, if you're in nursing or other jobs, you got to follow the format. What happens if you're in nursing and you filled out a form wrong? It could be someone's, it could really hurt somebody. So, you don't want to just copy the URL, right? That's how the works cited should look. Again, any questions about this? If you have questions, please email me. There are all those handouts, videos, guides on our Blackboard site that can be helpful as well, right? So please refer to all those for works cited. Again, Purdue Owl works cited walks you through how to do everything. So this is the online one, online sources, and everything you have about sites, page on a site, ebook, an image, article, scholarly journal, email, listserv, blog, a tweet. This is how you cite a tweet, YouTube video, how you cite a YouTube video. And it walks you through if there's authors, no authors, pages, no pages, all that stuff. So, it's important to do the works cited page and to follow it in detail, because it shows you have some type of, you're following the format conventions of writing an academic paper. Again, if you have emails or questions, please email me and we'll set up a meeting. I'll talk to y'all soon.